What up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with another dope reaction for you. Well, fam, I am super stoked for this one because Mumbo Jumbo just dropped a brand new Minecraft video called Bendy Minecraft Pistons Are Weird? Question mark. I don't know what this is about. From the thumbnail, it looks super weird. This is definitely modded Minecraft. It looks like it has some bendy weird pistons. I'm not even sure how it works, but leave it to Mumbo to figure this out, and we might learn something new today. So I'm pretty hyped for this, but before we jump into the video, make sure you show Mumbo some love by subscribing to his channel and liking the original video. And then if you enjoy my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo, woo. It's time.
This is a cursed video, and I mean that in the best possible way, because just
like, what is that?
Just feast your eyes on what is going on here. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
How?
I mean, come on.
They don't even look right.
I'm baffled. Now, who is responsible for this wonderful monstrosity? Of course, it is Makerstein, or Mr. Makerstein, or if you want to be really cool, MC Makerstein. They are responsible for ridiculous command block contraptions.
Sounds like a combination of MC Hammer and RL Stein. MC Makerstein.
And interesting data packs. I'll put all of their details down in the description, as well as where you can pick up this.
What?
This.
Why
I had
would
no
you
more
even
words.
want a bendy
Now, my first
piston?
time action is to make a ridiculous bendy piston door. So we're going to be picking up the blocks from down underneath the ground,
What?
but the pistons are going to be bending upwards to grab the door. Now, I'll be totally honest, I'm not 100% certain this is going to work as expected, but whatever happens, I think it's going to be funny. So our door is currently open, but with the flick of this lever...
Oh my God. This is what, fam, this is what I like, outside of just learning from Mumbo and learning about Redstone. What I love is usually when, like, I love that he keeps the quote unquote failures in his video, because that's what makes his videos so authentic and funny to watch, is stuff like this. Just usually, like, I'm gonna flick it, nothing happens. I love it. I love it.
Nothing has happened. Absolutely zero things have occurred. Right, let's make sure that they work individually. No,
I mean, the redstone was sparkling, you know, you got that going.
they don't work individually. It turns out they have to be powered directly. That is absolutely
really?
fine. I was trying to be far too fancy with my target blocks. Now that we've got repeaters, goodness gracious me.
That's the thumbnail, and that looks creepy.
Oh my goodness.
That looks so weird.
This is both. It kind of creeps me out.
Yes, I was just like, it's creepy. That is weird. I don't think my eyeballs like it though. If I'm being honest, my eyeballs don't like it.
It's kind of horrible, but also kind of awesome. That is way better than I was ever expecting it to be ever. I think I've broken something. But in quite a hilarious way.
Did it just go?
Huh?
Huh?
I think we all want to know what happens when a piston pushes itself. Wow, it disappears out of existence. Oh, I've just had an idea. You see, a lot of piston doors, despite what you might think, aren't actually helped by extra long pistons, apart from one type of piston door, which is the vault door. Of course it's the vault door.
Mumbo
There won't be a
loves
Mumbo
himself
Jumbo
some vault
Minecraft
doors.
Redstone video without at least some mention or reference to a vault. So let's see, our
Right.
extra long bendy pistons should make this considerably easier. I really want to make this the most compact vault door that's ever existed. And I'm trying my best to work out how I can do it, because these types of pistons, they get powered in slightly different ways to the way that you power regular pistons. But what is interesting is you can actually place redstone on top of them. Okay, I've got one step closer.
Wow.
I've got one step closer. I just need to get these bottom ones powered. I might
you almost there, Mumbo.
be onto something here, because we can place redstone blocks on top of the bendy pistons, and it all works. So I can actually use these bendy pistons inside the redstone circuitry to make this redstone contraption actually function. I think we could be onto a winner. I'm incredibly excited and also slightly nervous. Oh my
What? Mumbo, can you show us from the other side? I want to see the other side, because this is gonna look sick.
goodness, we've got a tiny 4x4 vault door. Let's see what it looks like from the
That
other
is
side.
creepy. There we go. Yes!
I mean, sure, it's not the best opening and closing sequence
It's
I've ever
not.
seen in my life.
But it's super compact.
But everything is fully functional. And this redstone contraption is absolutely tiny. This is smaller than most piston doors. Okay, I've had a fairly ridiculous thought, but it's a thought that I think could be incredibly powerful. Can I stand on top of this block as it's being pushed up? The answer is no.
No.
So I really wanted to make an incredibly fast Minecraft piston elevator, but, you know, a Minecraft block elevator is equally interesting, and the design itself is actually, it's pretty cool. Let's see, if I place a diamond block right here, it should fail. Maybe now? Okay. Oh, but it turns out that the arms of the piston are actually solid blocks, so the power is continuing to travel through it. So let's go back to the drawing board and just transport a redstone block, and that is... well, that's beyond satisfying.
Wow.
That is so incredibly satisfying.
That is dope.
I could watch this all day long, but that would make for a very boring video, so let's not do that.
That.
Quite a simple redstone contraption, but one that I think is genuinely going to be quite useful. Back when I first started my YouTube channel, one of my most popular videos was an incredibly simple hidden staircase, but I think I've just made it simpler. This is the one piston hidden staircase.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get bored of the look of these things. They just look so ridiculous.
It is. It's
they
wacky.
look completely ridiculous.
I don't like it.
But actually, that's got me thinking. I wonder what sort of hidden staircase we could make with these things. Obviously, we could do a fairly similar setup to what we did with the vault door without using any of the bending mechanics. I kind of want to play around with the bendy bits. So I think I've come up with a way in which we can do it. So we've got the bendy pistons here, which are going to be retracting the blocks for our floor. So that should be all of those done, which...
Wait, what?
That's interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. So I think these pistons here actually pushed... oh, they've crashed into one another. They've totally crashed into one another. Did it push these repeaters? We just pushed repeaters. That's honestly the most impressive thing. Okay, I've come up with a new plan of action, which I think is going to lead to some fairly interesting results. So these pistons down at the bottom here are going to be grabbing the blocks from the floor, and they're going to be taking them right the way down to the bottom here. So we're not going to be doing any of that sideways stuff. There's not going to be any collisions or anything. They're just going to be dragged downwards, which that should now all be fully functional, and as always... it looks utterly ridiculous, except frustratingly, I've actually built it all at the wrong level. It needs to go one block lower, which I've just realised I could have just...
there we go.
made this one block higher. What am I doing? Well, I managed to get there in the end, and this is back working again. So now it's time to start adding in the stairs system, and I think we can all see where this is going. So our stairs are going to be moved across by these bendy boys right here, and they're going to put the stairs in the correct positions so that we can actually walk down them, which looks completely hilarious. Except one problem that we have is that this bend right here is actually going to get in the way of these blocks. So we need to get these blocks out of the way. And to be honest, this hopefully shouldn't be too complicated. We just have a line of regular...
Mumbo, that might be my favorite saying, is when he says this shouldn't be complicated, or it's quite simple, actually. It's quite simple, actually. Yeah, you know, it's quite simple. And here I am, I'm just sitting like feeling like an idiot. I'm like the bendy pistons are already confusing me, and then you throw in the rest of the redstone talk, and I'm like,
regular pistons, non-bendy extendable pistons over here that are going to retract these blocks to make way for our bendy ones. Now I've just put all of the circuitry in place to power all of our bendy pistons.
It doesn't look too compact anymore, Mumbo.
I'm curious to see what this actually looks like.
Wait, what?
Goodness gracious me.
What?
Oh my goodness, lots of things are broken. And that's because this powered that. Of course this powered that. I hope that's not permanently There's things that aren't meant to be here. There's a lot of barrier blocks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happened. I'm sorry, McBaconstein. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for breaking your thing. Right, is it totally broken?
McDonald's.
It isn't totally broken. And it looks so funny.
That's actually pretty legit.
Why does that look so funny? All right, so we can retract the stairs out of the way. Excellent news. And then equally, we can also push our floor up. So this would push the floor up, and then the floor would be retracted out of the way, and then our stairs would be put in place. Right, let's get this redstone logic worked out. So the first piece of the puzzle that I have to work out is this kind of block retraction moving out the way for the bendy piston circuit, and I'm hoping Go away. Come over here distracting me
Get out of here.
while I'm explaining my bendy pistons. I'm hoping that
Yeah.
all of this should be working. So if we imagine that there are blocks on the faces of these pistons here, they should be pushed across and then be pushed upwards. That all looks like it's working properly. And then the retraction also looks like it's working properly. So these blocks would have been moved downwards, and then they would be on top of the bendy pistons here, and then these pistons would move them back out the way. I guess now that I know that it works, I could probably just show you. Ooh. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. And I've now sped things up, so it all seems to be working faster, which is always satisfying. And now I've connected up both sides. Nice. So now both sides should all be fully functional, which they are. Absolutely excellent news. My brain. I've been playing too much Minecraft today, and this simple pulse extender, I'm trying to work out what ratios I need, and I just can't. But finally I have, and now this machine is working. Or at least,
oh my God,
in theory it's working. I haven't actually tested it yet. I'm suddenly nervous. I am feeling quietly confident though, because this is actually quite a simple redstone circuit. It just looks more complicated.
It's quite simple, actually, chat. It's quite simple, actually. It's a simple redstone circuit.
Because of all of the bendiness. And all of the weirdness. So there we go. We've got ourselves a fully hidden staircase working with bendy pistons. So here you can see this is our floor. There is absolutely no evidence that there is a staircase underneath this thing. There's also no evidence of just whatever this is. But then with the flick of a lever, you can see that all of the pistons retract. And all of our stairs pop out, so we can make our way down this lovely hidden staircase. Nice. And I mean, just admire the work of art that is the underside of this thing. This is why I've left this as glass, because it's so ridiculously hilarious to look at. Like, it is, it's just ridiculous. And the fact that all of this is achieved not through mods, there's no mods here. This is all data pack stuff, is completely mind-bending to me. Like, my mind is bending as much as these pistons are. So as I said at the start...
Hold on, chat. I'm really confused. What does he mean by this isn't modded, it's a data pack? So... But it's not vanilla Minecraft, though, right? So, what, is this just someone going in and writing code? Is that what he means by data pack? Because I'm confused. I mean, this, yeah, 100% this is not vanilla Minecraft. So I'm really confused.
A huge shout out to McMakerstein for creating this monstrosity, this beautiful monstrosity. I've absolutely loved playing around with it. And as always, all of the links will be down in the description. If I've forgotten, scream at me.
Bruh. Okay, hold on. Let me... I will say, I'm definitely glad me and Mumbo were on the same page that... Like, it's kind of creepy seeing that the pistons, like, it looks odd. It's like eerie seeing it. I don't know how to explain it other than creepy and eerie seeing these pistons bend, because I don't know if it's because it's something we're just not used to seeing, but it kind of freaks me out. However, seeing him build that staircase, I mean, that was kind of magical. That looked really cool, and I just loved the floor dropping out and then and I do agree, leaving the glass in made it look even cooler. Maybe I'd like tint the glass a little bit, you know, just kind of give it like a smoky or hazy look, but enough to still see the pistons in there. I know he left it clear for the video. I'm just saying, like, if it were me building a ridiculously simple piston build, I love when he says it. It's simple. It's quite simple, actually. But I love this. I love learning new things from Mumbo, even though this is something that, like, obviously I'll never use, but it still just, it teaches you to think outside of the box and problem solve, which, you know, every you know, redstone build he does, it's all about problem solving, because as I was saying earlier in the video, literally almost every build he makes, it doesn't work on the first try. So it's all about just thinking out how it's gonna work and making it work, and he does that. And I love this, and I love just learning new wacky stuff. But fam, this was awesome. If you made it this far, please, please, please make sure you support Mumbo by subscribing to his channel and liking the original video. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free, and it greatly helps out the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, be kind to one another. And that's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Got them love with a sauce gang. Woo! Peace out, fam. Much love.